Hello Leo, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for February 2018. It's a general reading. It will cover all aspects of life, career, finances, money, your personal life. If you're interested in your love and relationships readings, they've already been published for February, so you can find them in my playlist. So this reading is for the Leo Sun, Leo Moon and Leo Rising sign, and I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your Moon sign or your Rising sign. While I'm shuffling, I just quickly want to say that if you want a private reading with me, please contact me. My email address is tamara.tarotsearch@yahoo.com, or you can find me through my webpage or through the Facebook page. All the information is underneath this video. I'm also on Instango, which is the mobile phone application, where you can ask any question and I can come back really quickly to you, or you can talk to me as well at the same time. Alright, let's see what we have for you, dear Leo, for February 2018. Okay, and the first card for you is Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Spirit's message for you is Eight of Wands. We have Ten of Wands, we have the Lover's card, we have the High Priestess, and the Empress. King of Swords, the Devil, Knight of Cups, and Justice card. Alright, the way this layout works is that this is your recent past, this is your present, and this is your near future. Time is fluid, so see how it actually applies to you. Sometimes recent past could be just a day or a couple of days, or sometimes years actually back, so how it resonates with you, dear Leo. Well, the first card for you is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is card of moving, leaving the trouble behind and moving somewhere where you think you're going to be happier. It also could be just a mental transition, because Swords is all about our mental state, about our thoughts, the pattern of thoughts, our conscious, subconscious, anything which is in our head. And sometimes we do that journey in our head when we decide making a decision. We're deciding that, we no longer want, to sort of think about it, to be upset about it. We just want to move somewhere and where we will be much happier. So it could be just in your head, but it also could be a physical move where you decided that you don't belong to this place anymore. It's too troublesome for you, so you're going to move to the much happier place. You think you will be happier there, calmer shores, crossing the rivers. Rivers is all water, it's all about emotions. So you want to cross those, leave all everything behind and move somewhere much safer and happier for you, dear Leo. The only thing I want to say that you still carry those swords with you, 6 of them, in order for you to start this new chapter in your life and start this much happier life. You need to get rid of all this negative thinking or negative baggage which you carry with you. So make sure that while you are in this journey of transitional journey from place where you're not happy to in the place where you are happy, is you need to drop the swords, that negative thinking. And next to it I've got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. It's female person. She is very down to earth, very practical, analytical, good with money, could be very, very well off. She's someone who likes analyzing, planning. Someone, you would ask an advice, I would say, because she can give you this practical advice at the same time. She's sort of, for me, she's a combination between Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups is someone who is just emotions, and Queen of Swords is only, intellect and mentality. She's somewhere in between, where she actually more like a mother figure. She can give you that practical advice based on on her intellect and experience. But she is, at the same time, she can be quite warm and, touchy and affectionate person. So this person somehow is in your past, either it's your partner, or you've been attached to this person, or someone is there for you, was there for you dearly in the past, who can maybe help you to make that transition from the darker places into the much happier, much brighter place for you to live. I forgot to say that sometimes actually this Six of Swords talks about physical traveling, crossing the water, or moving somewhere where there is a water. Maybe you decided to make a move house somewhere. Lots of people quite like, living by the river or by the sea or somewhere. So it could be actual physical move. Sometimes, I had a client and she said actually moving in a house and there is a pond there. So yes, that could be an analogy as well. So yeah, and all that movement, I think it was quite for you that this movement bring you a lot of satisfaction. You either move with your partner who was, as I said, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn maybe, or this person helped you, but it brought you a lot of emotional satisfaction, brought you a lot of happiness, joy, and just being, balanced with yourself. Ten of Cups is like emotional fulfillment. When we just sort of taking a big breath and just life is now good. Now I can relax. Now I can enjoy myself. Finally I can enjoy myself. Well, when the chapter of your life is finished and you now then after when the chapter is finished, it's not always the sun is shining straight away. There's always this transitional period when you try to find your way in life, so how I'm living without this person, or how I'm doing, I've just started this business, or something like this. It's all very started shaking, but then as soon as we started getting the benefit of our hard work, or like getting comfortable in this new chapter, we're taking that breath of, relief, and we're saying, yeah, now I can relax. I can now see my future. I can relax. I can enjoy myself. And that's what it's saying. Emotional satisfaction, happiness and joy, dear Leo. Fantastic. And the Spirit's message for you is Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is the communication card. It's also a card of movement, fast movements, fast development of something. Whatever was happening, maybe that move was maybe unexpected or happened very fast for you. Maybe you didn't expect it will actually materialize so fast. Eight is all about energy of fast movement. If there was a lot of correspondence, or it also talks because I know there's a lot of passion in this sort of. Either you put a lot of passion into this move, or leaving everything behind, or but it's actually your card as well, because wands represent fire, and you're a fire sign, so it could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but it's all about having that passion. There's a lot of communication. Communication is fast. Also talks about like internet, maybe dating, maybe, I don't know, texting permanently, sending messages to each other, internet, emails. So that sort of energy over there. And that is what Spirit says. And I think it's more connected with that move which we're doing. Either there was a lot of communication connected with this move, or it was happening really fast for you, dear Leo. Present, we have Ten of Wands, you being overwhelmed, overworked maybe, carrying a lot of on your shoulders, a lot of weight. It's not always negative, it's just taking too many responsibilities and, carrying everything on your shoulders, maybe home, job, I don't know, business, whatever, all together. Balancing all that, work, career, I don't know, home life, maybe children, maybe family, I don't know. But it's sometimes just work is enough, taking so many responsibilities that Spirit tells you, and this tarot card is telling you that it's time for you, because it's number 10. 10 is the end of the cycle. It's time for you to drop that heavy weight. It's time for you now, maybe at a certain time of your life, or your career, or your business, or whatever you're doing, you needed to prove yourself. But now it's a time for you actually to say, okay, now it's time for me either to ask for help or to share this responsibility, to delegate them, and, to drop it, end this cycle. And that's what the Spirit tells you need to do now. And maybe that's what you're doing because it comes in your present. Well, the Lover's card, well, what can I say? It's not a love reading, but it's either there is a romantic relationship, and sometimes, having that 10 of Wands as well, it says that sometimes dating can be quite tiring, especially at the beginning, when you both got different routines and you try to sort of combine work, your normal sort of schedules and everything, and dating. Maybe there is some passionate new relationship, and can be quite tiring as well. Or it's in general readings, the Lovers represents choices. Maybe you do need choices. Maybe you have got some sort of choices to make in life, and that dropping that heavy weight, that burden, could be one of those choices you need to make for yourself. And next to it, I've got the High Priestess. High Priestess is card of not movement, where there was a husky movement. There was a lot of energy of another card of movement. In the present, I've got the Empress and the High Priestess. They both sit quietly next to each other. It's a card of no movement. It's being stay put. But at the same time, when you do that choice, dear Leo, make sure you follow your intuition. Make sure you follow your gut feelings. It's also a card of spirituality. This person, this High Priestess, also could be like me, like a tarot reader. Could be someone who is got that sort of spiritual sort of gift, or maybe her instincts are very sharp or everything. But it also tells you need to follow your instincts, you need to follow your intuition, dear Leo, whatever choices you're making. And the Empress over here is, ladies, Leo ladies, the Empress card is talking about you are at the moment, in this moment of your life, dear Leo. It represents all the femininity. It's you being beautiful, you being a good mother, you being a good wife, girlfriend, partner, whoever you want to call yourself. Sometimes there are periods of our lives when we just, we're just blossoming. And that is for you ladies, Leos. But for men as well, maybe you just feel really good for yourself, dear Leo. But it's also a card of fertility. So, I know it's not a love reading. So ladies, if you are hoping to get pregnant, it's a good time. If you don't, please protect yourself. But it's also fertility of, if you dear Leos would like to, if there's any project, if you're planning anything, you can give birth to that sort of good idea, good new project, some business ideas or anything. It's a card of being fertile in general with ideas, with projects or anything like that. Very positive, very nice card, and it's Major Arcana actually. Both of them, the Empress and the High Priestess. The other option could be, dear Leo, is when we have that Lover's card and when you need to make a choice. Maybe you're actually surrounded by two women. So you make one of them is like a High Priestess for you, who is very intuitive, and this one, the Empress, is slightly different person. She is more sort of feminine, and so maybe you're making a choice between two women, dear Leo. In the future, I see the King of Swords. King of Swords is the air sign. It could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. It can represent someone who is very intellectual, someone who is very sharp with their tongue. They follow their sort of intellect, their brain, they're very brainy sort of. They don't follow their emotions as much, and that's why they can come across a little bit cold. But this King of Swords also can represent some sort of legal matters. If you are involved in any legal matters, it could be representing like a judge or anyone from, if maybe your solicitor is if he's male or something, someone who can bring their clarity to you. It also could be, I normally talk about the Queen of Swords as the counselor, psychologist, psychotherapist or someone like this, but maybe it's a male. You know, there's a male psychologist, male therapist as well. Maybe you're seeing someone like that who can help you to get the clarity of mind as well. Or it could be just that type of person next to you at that period in February. But I do believe there's some legal matters over there because the outcome is the Justice card. So there will be some sort of a decision made for you in the future, dear Leo, but the justice will be served for you. You will get that justice which you want. It's not going to be easy because we've got the Devil card. Devil card also card of Capricorn. Maybe Capricorn could be involved in all these issues. Or Capricorn can bring you news because there's a news there, messenger there next to it. Or it's this issue, you know, whatever the legal issue you're dealing with, or even if it didn't really gone all the way to the court or somewhere, maybe it's just you're looking justice in general. But the Devil card is talking about unhealthy sort of attachments, I don't know, addictions, it's maybe like alcohol, drugs, any sort of convenient gambling or whatever. It's sometimes even been unhealthy attachment to a person sort of type. But I don't think it will, there's some sort of energy of this devil in this situation, but outcome is good, outcome is a justice, and outcome is getting messages, Knight of Cups, bringing this very positive. The Cups is all about emotions, love, affection. You receive the good message, you receive the good news. Maybe from this court, and you know, might not be, the whole situation may be like devilish for you. No one is like to have, you know, that sort of being in, you know, legal situations. It's expensive, it's draining, it's emotional, it's stressful. But you will get good news, dear Leo, and the justice will be served for you. You will get what you wanted. Brilliant. Let's see what else I have for you, dear Leo. Let's see what additional messages we have for Leo. Okay. I'm going to draw additional couple of cards and see what we have for you. Oh, okay. We have six. Wow, that's fantastic. That goes with that. Six of Wands is the victory card. We got a game. You will get really good news. We got the Son of Cups. So here is the Knight of Cups, and you get the Knight. It repeats. And what was that? And it's Eight of Pentacles. Is another. It's really nice card. Okay, you've got really nice outcome. If you are in a legal battle or something, you will be the winner, because Six of Wands is being a winner, being recognized for your achievement, for your success. You will get that justice being served, as I said. It's absolutely 100%, dear Leo, you will get that. You've got Son of Cups, it's the same card, Son of Cups. Knight of Cups, it's when two cards of the same suit are appearing from different tarot decks, they just reinforce each other. It's a very strong message. You're going to get a very good news. You will be very happy. It's all very positive emotions. And Eight of Wands is the money card. It's the Pentacles card. It talks about finances, that whatever you're doing, persevere doing, because you're doing it really well on a financial front. You're earning a good income and you know how to do it, this income. You're on the right path to this financial success, because after 8 we got 9 and 10. 10 is the ultimate financial abundance. You're on the right course of action with the finances. It's really positive. On this positive note, dearly. I want to finish it. I don't want to draw any more cards because it's really, really good. It might not be all very 100%, but the outcome is really good. Right, dear Leah. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like me to elaborate on your reading, have a personal, approach to your reading, please contact me, tamara.tarosearch@yahoo.com, or through my webpage, or through the Facebook page, or in Stango mobile phone application where you can find me. Otherwise, I'll see you next month. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Goodbye.